What's going on, y'all? It's your man Hanley from On the Line with. Change the settings. I'm not in the car right now, but we're gonna be going live with Soul Vibe Syndicate. Sorry, Soul Vibe Syndicate. I'm a little baked. I apologize. And yeah, we're gonna chop it up with them. They've been waiting a while. Sorry for being late, guys. Thank you for still coming on. Yeah.
Yo, what up?
What's going on, bros?
Can you hear us all right?
Yeah, I can hear you all right.
Okay, cool. What up?
Dope.
Sorry about the late start, but
It's all good, homie. It's all love.
I had to change scenery.
Hey, Pops needed the whip, eh?
Yeah, you know, I'll give it to Pops. If he needs it, I give it.
Yeah, it's all love. That's what you got to do.
Can't make the old man walk.
No, sir.
But
So how are you? How's your weekend?
At least when I'm out here, I can smoke my weed.
Yeah.
You know, so that's a good thing. Oh, what up, everybody that joined? Angel Cupid. She's a really good person. She's good at supporting artists. You should check her out.
Dope. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're always into networking and collabing and just, you know.
Yeah. Networking, boys. That's what my platform is.
Absolutely,
Yeah, that's why when we saw what you were doing, we got right on board with it. We're like, yeah, we gotta support and, you know, try and get something popping.
Anytime, bro. Anytime you guys want. Even if you do your solo stuff, let me know and we can just do that too. But
Yeah, right on.
now that we've 100 episodes, I'm gonna be doing like other people back on the show all the time. So.
Yeah, I know. I saw you doing something like a mixtape too, or just like a collab thing with everybody that's been on the show.
Yeah,
so that's
out on the on chat. Yeah. Don't talk about that much.
I mean, what?
Yeah. Cipher.
Yes, sir.
You didn't hear from us.
No.
Fucking dry snitching. But no, all right. So for the people who are in the chat and the people who are gonna see after, how about you go one by one, introduce yourselves as your artist name, and then tell me about the Soul Syndicate, Vibe Soul Syndicate.
Okay. All right. So I'm Lion Eyes Prime. I'm one half of the Soul Vibe Syndicate. I've been pretty active in the London hip hop scene for probably about 2 decades now. I used to have a crew way back in the day, like coming out of high school, Sound Lines. Big ups to all those boys. Shout out to them. There was like a crew, like 5 MCs.
Was that in like 2010 and 2012 and shit?
Yeah, way back, like even before that.
I remember you guys.
Yeah. I mean, there was a point in time where we were basically like, you know, anyone big that would roll through town, we would end up opening up for them. So we got to open up for like Fight Dog, Scratch from the Roots, Brother Ali, Zion I, like just.
Those are good. That's a good resume, bro.
Yeah, no, we racked up a pretty good resume, and then yeah, after that crew kind of disbanded. I did a little bit of solo stuff, nothing too, you know, just kind of like as a hobby, just recording and you know, coming across beats that I liked from other producers, just putting some stuff out there, but nothing really like I wasn't pushing anything. I was just kind of like rapping because I love to rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel. And
then I met this cat.
Yeah. Meow.
So I'm Eli the Prophet. I've had a little bit of a different journey through hip hop than Prime has. I used to be
different things.
Yeah, man.
Make better things.
Absolutely, yeah. We both come from pretty different musical backgrounds. I used to be a guitar player and a bass player in like metal bands and rock bands. And then I had an injury to my hand where I couldn't really play anymore, and I took a lot of time off and kind of redeveloped myself into a hip hop artist. So I've been performing rap and R&B as Eli the Prophet for like 4.5-ish years now.
You could always write, so you just kind of had to transfer over from like one genre to another.
Yeah. I've been a musician for like 20 plus years now, so I already had stage presence and all, and like writing experience and all that shit down. So
Yeah.
it was easy transitioning into it. But I've been rocking hip hop now.
Similar startup story to you is Ray the Nihilist.
Yeah, I know Ray. I fuck with Ray's stuff. He's good. He's good,
Before
man.
he made hip hop, he was like making punk music.
Yeah.
I think it was, which is cool, man. Because I always loved Nirvana and shit. Well, they're grunge and pop or punk, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, man.
I miss Nirvana.
Yeah, no, it's
Well, actually,
it's actually a pretty it's a common thing actually for guys to come from like punk and metal into hip hop. I actually meet a lot of people that transition from like rock and alt music into it. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
That's kind of dope.
performing rock music and stuff, bro. Like I find like a lot of the times when it's independent rock artists and like unsigned rock artists, they go so crazy performing, and that is great because then if you do transition to hip hop, you already know how to work the stage. So I mean,
Exactly.
that's
There's a
dope.
lot of transferable skills for sure.
So how did Soul Vibe Syndicate come together then?
We met at a show. I actually opened for Lunchroom Poets, LRP. Shout out to those boys.
Shout out B Wine Man.
Yeah, my homegirl. It was actually like it was a competition. I think it was. It was like a best MC competition kind of thing, and then LRP opened up like at the end of the night. So I got on I did a little set there, and I met Eli at the show. We just kind of like chopped it up, and it was like COVID times, like at the beginning of COVID too, right? So like
just before, I think.
Yeah, just before. So we're like, yo, come over and like let's just kick it, and because I started making beats a little bit, but not really like telling too many people. And then he came over, and I was like, yo, I make beats, and we wrote a track that night.
Yeah, you got me hyped the other day when you said you got some beats for me.
Yeah, no, I do got some for you. Actually, I was playing him the one before we got on here. But yeah, so basically the way it happened was like, yeah, we made the track the first time we hung out, and then it was like, yo, all right, I'll see you next week. And then he came over, and we made another track. And then it was like, okay.
Yeah,
we're back.
What's that?
How you have the recording program showing in the back?
Oh yeah, we were just bumping some beats before we were waiting.
People, they're always working. You gotta fucking work all the time.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah.
it's true. Yeah.
My bedroom is in my studio, so I kind of can just like hop out of bed.
Man, that's what I used to have in my bro. I record. I'd be like up till 4 a.m, go to bed, wake up, be like, all right.
Yeah, it's a lot cooler having everything at your fingertips.
Yeah, and especially if you actually know how to sound engineer and shit like that. Like,
yeah, that's what made me like want to start making beats, really, because I was like, sometimes I'm kind of picky, so I was like either like sick of hounding my homies for beats all the time, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna like see if I can do this or whatever, right? And then I ended up being able to catch on to it pretty quick, because I've only really been making beats like for three years now.
Yeah,
that's
pretty much when we started.
You're really good, so like that's good.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Like,
Blessed, thank you.
Yeah, that's what's up. I appreciate that.
Kind of like post on shit all the time, but I'm always like lurking, and I'm always just checking shit out. You know what I mean? It's not like I just don't like commenting sometimes because I'd rather tell them when I could actually see their face.
No, that's respect.
That's cool.
That's
cool,
respect,
sure.
man.
Yeah, you can tell you're like a real true hip hop head.
Bro, I've been in it for almost as long as you guys do.
Yeah, no, and we all just do it for the love, right? That's why it all meshes so well, because we're just like, we just love to make music, and we love to like make music for other people too, because we make it for ourselves first.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, we make it because we think it's dope, and then like if you like it, like that's amazing. You know what I mean? And it's like we've just been kind of approaching it with that attitude, and like, yeah, we've been putting out some good stuff, man. Like, we got an album out, and it gets like everyone that hears it, dude, is like, man, like we love it. So it's been fun.
A couple of shout outs. We got Frime Beats in here. You should go check him out. He has an amazing story. We got Gremlin, who made my car chats and on the line with logos.
Dope.
We got Fall Will in here. He's out of where is he? Are you still? No, not Hobbs. Where is he? I think it was in Arizona. Is it Arizona? My bad, bro. I forget.
Yeah, we got some love showing in the chat there. Yo, appreciate anyone who's taking the time to check it out. We really appreciate that, for real.
Oh, Curb the Kid.
That's dope.
Lately, there's been pretty good audiences in the show. Last night was a really good audience.
Sick, man.
Yeah, I watched that one actually. It was pretty cool.
Yo, he exclusively showed us 2 tracks that aren't going to be out until like 2024.
Oh, really?
Fire.
Nice.
That's like one dope thing. Like he really made the 100th episode something like special. So I was like, word.
For real. That's what's up.
Now I have like half of BSF following me, so I'm like, yes.
Sick, man.
Those guys. I didn't honestly know too much about like.
Bro, he's crazy.
And then I
good.
started checking his stuff out, and then like other people in BSF too. I was like, okay, it's like a whole thing, because you always hear like, through Griselda. That was where I heard it first, right? I was like, what's this BSF? And then I saw that, and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. It's like
it's Benny's like collective that he has, Benny the Butcher, and like oh man, that was a really good conversation.
And that's cool that you got that like that inside track, right, to some of those songs.
Yeah, well, it's actually played in the interview. There's 2 of them. He played 2 of them. So we got that, and then he let 3 rappers rap for him. So like they got an opportunity to spit for him. So like,
oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
cool.
Oh, bro, this is what I do. I'm like, yo, can I have some people rap for you? And he said, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, sir.
And there's a lot of Bill CF.
Oh, Bill.
Yo,
yes, sir.
Yo, what up, Bill?
It's the legend. Lighters up for fucking Bill.
Yeah, Bill is a legend.
He is,
man,
yeah.
I gotta send him my hat still, but if any of you guys have hats that you want to send them in, send them.
I'm waiting till we tour out east, and I want to bring it to him in person.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Yeah, actually, speaking of going out east, my best friend from like when we were basically in fucking diapers lives out there now.
Okay.
And like,
hey, for real.
I haven't seen my god in fucking 7 years.
You used to make beats on.
There, man. Like,
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Gremlin asked, what do we use to make beats?
It's digital.
Mostly digital. Like, I guess like Prime uses an MPC unit sometimes, like a standalone beat unit, but that's all digital. We're all digital, and sometimes I'll track like guitar lines and bass lines over the beats too, to thicken them up a little bit and make them more our own.
Because like I don't have any formal musical training. I can't play an instrument, but like he knows all of that. You know what I mean? I just make beats like what sounds good in my ear. So if like I make something and it needs like a bass line, or it needs this, or it needs keys, he just comes in and he's like, okay.
Yeah.
And he'll just lay it down real quick, and then
Do you use headphones to make the beats, or do you play them out loud?
I play them on my monitors.
We always play it out loud.
Yeah.
But do you have Rockets?
Yeah.
Rocket
Sevens.
Sorry, Rocket 7s.
Yeah.
Gen 3s.
They're still the dope.
And then I got.
Yeah, they crank, man. They crank.
Yeah.
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 You have any a beat you can play?
What's that, homie?
You have a beat to play for the viewers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's throw some beats on.
Oh,
jeez.
Why don't you play a beat and both of you spit?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Bro, just throwing like
Yo, everybody's rapping on the show now. It's like they're finally like, all right, I'll do it.
No, that's dope.
I'm gonna make a reel of like everybody's verses, or a full video maybe, and then just drop it and be like it's gonna be like car chat cipher. Oh, shout out Ferragamo Face.
I dig that.
I dig
that. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, what do you want to do? Let's do Oklahoma.
Yo, if you guys want to make a serious crazy hit with someone from the States, Ferragamo Face is one of those guys.
Okay.
Ferragamo, what's up, brother? I miss you. That was stupid. I only know him through Facebook. I miss you.
It's all love, bro. It's all love.
I miss his posts because they're fucking.
It's about with the social media, man. Everyone's connected. All right, you want to do this?
Yeah, man. Let's throw a beat on from him. We're gonna rap for y'all.
Yes. I'm here for it.
This one's about to drop soon. I think it drops in like 4 weeks or something like that.
Track that you already have.
What's that?
It's a track that you're already recorded, but
Yeah, this one's unreleased.
oh, yes.
Can you hear that? You hear that?
Is that good levels? Shit. All right, run it back. Here we go.
Run that back.
This one's called Oklahoma Car Wash.
Yes, sir.
Oklahoma Car Wash.
Yeah.
Shit. We're kicking the doors and we bring the endorphins. What we swing is enormous. Catch us on tour. Good raps for gorgeous. Ain't singing a chorus. I'm sharp like a swordess. Assemble your forces. Send the endorsements to seminal sources. My speed features the pilgrims, spotlight like Regis filming. Your mission to feed a village, a belly of feast and pillage. Stay for the seance and wipe your feet at the door. Play the odds like a stack deck, afraid I'm informed. You heard of the syndicate or you've been on the wrong path. Slip you in a fit, don't trip and spill your cognac. Pronto need a rage, I'm killing them with a bomb track. My bars get more retarded than Kanye and Tom Mack. Back with the vengeance, pass with the venue. Pass with the vengeance, pass with the venue. Kind of events and lose your senses, prove with this. Let's continue, sitting the stems of my pen and hit. Let loose for your benefit. I'm ahead of my time, intended to tie the subject to the friend. I'm always wrapped in like a hay bale. Ain't got time to read the hay mail. Holding me down just like the great sale. Rhymes infect you like it's grayscale. My lines tell you a great tale. Sometimes I eye the bait trail. I got 99 problems and bitches like half, so I don't want to date now. Hold the applause, hold the cost. Wiser now, but dozing off. Taught Eli how the force can hit. Neo to my Morpheus. See notes from endorsing this. SBS be bumping from the headphones to the truck. We keep your neck from slumping. I just want the cake, now give me the ice and give me the cherries. That is the mixing, that is the snare beat. This is a reference, is it apparent? Have your cake and eat it too, that issue's quite contrary. And you say you got the goods, but you ain't cut it like a hairy chin. Now the eyes of the end boss is now what you're staring in. Implied that the other men lost. Kinda arrogant. Terracotta army, tough. I got amongst the heathens. Caused so many last rests. I'm having trouble sleeping. Yeah. That's it. Some old school bars.
I like you guys had a lot of nice fucking but brain hold on. You guys had a lot of good lines in there is what I meant to say.
Yeah, that one was pretty bar heavy.
That weed I have is gas, god damn it.
Yes, sir.
Yo, much respect, Gremlin. Glad you liked it.
Were you guys no, I do like I like music in general, guys, so like I fuck with it. But I wanted everybody
Oklahoma Car Wash.
Awesome, thank you, Bill. Glad you like it.
Yeah,
we have when we bar out, we tend to make it like really thick with rhymes.
The in and out thing like Jadakiss and Styles P.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Look at that, yeah.
Go back and forth and shit. Like you guys basically did the same thing. They do line for line sometimes, which is crazy to me.
We actually have a couple tracks that we even split lines.
Yeah.
Really back and forth like that.
See, that makes
we should do more of that.
Makes the style of like SVS unique because like you're doing different things on the track. You know what I mean?
Because we write it together.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're like writing versus set. Like we create the song together, right? Like we won't finish until the other guy finishes his rhyme, and we work on it together. So everything just like, you know what I mean? Like we just it's a total cohesive like collaborative thing that is really fun to do.
What's like how's the creative process? Like what how do you guys start? You guys meet there and like work from scratch?
Yeah, basically like. We'll link up and Prime will have like a bunch of beats just like ready to go and he'll just throw one on and then within like 5-10 minutes we got a hook. Like I'll come up with the hook or we'll like collab on the hook. And then we will just bar out, fill the verses out from there. We take like maybe 2 hours per track from the beat being made to getting the hook to our verses complete. We kind of just knock it out just like that, really.
Yeah, man, I like it. I was in a duo myself when I was making music, so like I know like the creative process is like very different than just being a solo artist. It's like a whole different like perspective when you're doing it. Like when you're
Absolutely,
working,
man.
you have to basically like you have to bounce off each other's energy, or it's just not gonna work.
Yeah, it's got to flow together. It's like I wasn't sure when I started writing with Prime, like seriously, and actually knocking out like full albums. Like, is this gonna take away from my solo stuff or what? But like doing the lo-fi boom bap kind of style of beats, like I rap totally different, and like I flow different off of him than my solo stuff. So it just kind of adds to it. Really, like it's really easy to hop on his beats because, like you said, they're really good. Like he comes up with really unique kind of like samples and different kind of style of boom bap with like kind of new school flavors in it. So it's really dope to jump on his beats and like it's so easy to write like 1 or 2 hours and we
Beat
knock it out.
has in it.
What's
The
that?
beat has different eras in it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's got different levels in the same beat like that. That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Era Beast would be a dope name.
That would be a dope name. Yeah,
That is kind of dope.
yeah. I'll have to talk on the side about that later.
You both do solo stuff, so I'm gonna ask Prime first. Like when you do solo stuff, do you only use your beats or do you outsource too?
um, the solo stuff that I've done, the one album was done by a producer from Germany.
Nice.
His name is Chuck Chi. Um, Big ups to Bogus and those boys from London. They put me in touch with him, and yeah, this was probably like over a decade ago.
Yeah.
And I hit him up, and he was just like sent me a bunch of beats to pick from. So I picked some beats from him, and then my other solo projects have the second one was just I did everything on it, and that was back like I had Reason like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I just had like a little MIDI controller, and it wasn't. I didn't put as much into it as I should have, so I kind of just like after I put it out, I just kind of slept on it myself and didn't really do anything with it, you know.
Word.
And then I took a break for a long time. I didn't make anything like beat wise, but I would always write.
Yeah.
I would always write, and I used to find like beats on Spotify, and I would just like I would pick a beat and I would write a little minute verse to it, and I would record it and I would post it, and I would make sure that like I did that. I would do it within a couple hours, you know what I mean? I'd find the beat, and then so I have like probably 50 of those almost on my Instagram.
Right.
Because instead of putting out like albums, I just like found dope verses that I liked, you know what I mean, on Spotify. I just rap over those.
Well, who did all the Sound Minds beats?
The guy that did the Sound Minds beats, his name was Tom Murray, and that was just someone that I met in high school. And the way that went was like me and my homies would freestyle and we'd rap together on the weekends, you know what I mean? Just for fun. Like we had a homie that could beatbox, so we just drink 40s and rap.
Bro, I fucking miss those days.
Oh man, I know when the 40s were like $5.
Yo, someone random guys just beatboxing.
Yeah, so that's how it started. Well, I started in high school basically. Yeah, just like freestyling and a lot, just because I really listened to like West Coast underground hip hop, like Freestyle Fellowship, Project Flow, all that kind of stuff, right? Like Living Legends, Hyro.
Fucking dope.
Yeah, that's what I came up on, and then so that just influenced my solo career, and I did 3 albums with the Sound Minds crew, and then I did 2 on my own, and then I hibernated for a bit, and then I met this guy, and then it was just like, okay, I'm gonna make music again.
So after you did the albums and you stopped for a little bit, was it because you just didn't feel like doing it, or was it just to take a break?
It was I just wasn't feeling creative, I guess. You know, you have to like
this guy made this guy creative again.
You have to like basically in a way, you have to just stop and like experience life and go through things and highs and lows and excitements and sadness and let that build up. You know what I mean?
People think I sound crazy, but I tell them like if you want if you want to be more creative and shit, like you gotta go through life, but like read a dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
More words you know in your vocabulary, Like, you know how, like, bro.
That's why I would always freestyle, man. I would freestyle all the time, and I just keeping my blade so sharp, like just the sharpest it could ever be.
I'm still so, like, on, like, when someone says a word and I don't know what it is, there it is. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
We got a new dog, so he just ran out.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Pause for the puppy.
Sorry, everybody, come here, stay here. Hold on, everybody. You want to meet my new dog?
Of course we do.
Hey. Can you see him?
Aww.
Oh yeah, it's kind of, oh yeah. All right.
He's a Brindle pit bull.
Yeah, he looked like some kind of pity. Yeah.
Ow! Why the fuck you bite me? Asshole. Hey, I do shit for you and you bite me? Fuck your walk. So, when you were solo, do you find when your creative process was different than it is now?
Oh, for sure. You have
Yeah.
someone to bounce off of, and you have someone like to push you, and like he said with his solo stuff that he does, it's like way different than the stuff that we do, right? So that's what it was for me. It's just having someone else to like pull from and just work with and vibe off of.
And how about you, bro? Like when you were most your solo work, are you more like a different creative process than when you come and work with Chris? Or sorry, Matt?
Yeah. No, absolutely. Eli's stuff is a lot slower writing process. It's kind of like a little more intense. I kind of do the same thing where I do more bar heavy stuff and then like kind of more like serious stuff like political and stuff like that. My solo stuff's more lyrical, not that my soul vibe bars aren't. But the thing with soul vibe writing is that it's like it's all about feel. It's like it's less technical for me. Like my solo rap is very technical, like with speeds and rhythms and multis and shit like that.
Yeah, I love syllable rap, bro.
Absolutely, so do I. Like I came up, my two favorite rappers when I was first growing up. My first love was rap before I got into rock and guitar playing. Was Eminem and DMX. Those were always my.
Oh, on my list too. Eminem too, but like. It's just like I know you can do it, so I'm like, why? I don't need to put him on a list. Like,
yeah, for real.
And plus, he'll get mad and diss me if I put him in top 5.
But yeah, when I get together with Mads, it's just so much more chill.
Have you ever seen a rapper revoke their diss and apologize? Melly just takes his diss down and he's like, "I'm sorry." Talking all this OG.
That's legendary, yeah.
I mean,
well, he
got
smoked him with one bar, man.
Over like 4 bars.
Yeah, it wasn't even a full 4 bar, and he just absolutely smoked him. Legendary.
It was just a funny situation. I was like, this guy really needs to stop getting angry. Like,
no, that was just too much of a technician.
Classic,
with words and double entendres and wordplay. And he's been doing it for so long. It's like, what's the point of even trying?
So, and you said, sorry, back one more thing for you. So, how do you switch on and back and forth from like the creative process? It must be kind of hard.
It is a little bit like it'll
start writing something for SVS, but you're still gonna kind of have your subconscious on your Eli the Prophet stuff. So
I've always wondered that too.
Eli type this is SBS. So does that happen or?
Yeah, it gets a little tricky sometimes. There's the odd track with SBS. I'll like sometimes if we're live, I'll look at Prom and be like, do I start this one or is this your verse? Or
when we're live.
There's a couple now that we have like we're getting up to 30. We already have 30 tracks written, and like almost 20 are released out of that. So, it's starting to build up a repertoire. But I was just out in BC touring solo.
I saw.
And I had both my sets kind of in my mind, and I was intermingling some of my bars from SVS stuff into my solo sets. So
That's dope.
I'm getting better at keeping them separate, but like I said before, it's such a different writing process. Like Eli is so technical, and like I have really specific concepts, whereas Soul Vibe, like the hook just kind of flows. It's all by feel and by vibe, and it's like we already have a process that we can just write a whole song in like an hour or two, and it's never like lingering. If it was more, if it was a slower writing process with you, it'd be harder. I'd have more like conflict, I guess.
I think a lot of it comes from too, like I'll have beats that like I won't even show him, and then he'll come over and I'll just be like, yo, I'll play this beat, and he'll just be like, what? And then like I get hyped because he's like, what? And then I'm like, okay, and then like before I know it, he'll start writing like a bit of a hook, and he'll like spit something, and then like I might like hum a little tune or like a cadence, and like we just everything's together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as far as the writing process, it's just like it's all, that's why we're the Soul Vibe, because like every beat that we have has a different vibe to it, and like I think we really pull that to the surface with our lyrics and like our imagery. So we really like, we're just about the vibe, you know what I mean? We can get you hyped, we can make you like think, or just like bar heavy, or we can like do some like serious topic
Make
stuff.
you chill
so
out,
like,
whatever you need. Yeah,
we're here, we're like a one-stop shop for all hip-hop.
That's like my platform.
exactly. Yeah.
You guys, that you guys, sorry, lost train of thought again. So you said Soul Vibe Syndicate name came from like the beats and how they're all like different sounds and unique.
Yeah, and just like the concepts of the songs, and like how we always just go with what we feel, and like we don't really edit a lot of our stuff. Like if we feel like one part's like kind of weak or whatever, we'll like try and rewrite it or beef it up. But like pretty much whatever we write and just think of, that's it. Like we just lay that down, and it's just like what resonates with our soul, man. It's like we're just literally putting us just like straight out there.
I don't know if I'm mistaken, but don't you guys have a tour together coming soon?
We will be kind of touring Ontario a little bit more with SVS, yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff on the board over there.
We got a bunch of shows coming up
You're based in Ontario, right?
Yeah.
London.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
We were supposed to do the Dizzy Right thing. And then that kind of fell through. But we're still gonna keep it pushing. Like we got lots of stuff coming up. We just did Hoop Fest. Hoop Fest was super sick.
Do you want to try and because I can get you connected with Dizzy Ray, because I got a homie who just collab with him.
Sick.
Oh, that's
so
dope.
I don't know if you want, I'll talk to him, see if he can get you guys back up, and then you guys.
Yeah, it's all love. Yeah, he did his thing with like he posted a whole video with how he or why he canceled the tour or whatever, and it was because like the residency and the live band and wanting to like just continue with that. So it's like he'll come back around and we'll open up for him again. It's all love, right?
Oh, it was to perform. I thought it was for collabing.
Oh no, it's performing, but yeah, we collab for sure if we could, yeah.
Trying to work that out. I mean,
yeah,
that'd be dope.
Contact there, use it. The worst you're gonna get is a no.
Yeah, exactly. You know, at least it puts the name out there for sure.
Bro,
that's the beauty of social media, though. Everyone's like a click away.
Yeah, I hit up, ask them to come on, and if they say no, I'm like, all right, cool. Nice.
Yeah, you just keep going, man. Yeah.
Shout out Imperative, though. He's the one who got the Rick Hyde interviews connected for me.
Yeah. Mad shout out to Imperative if he's still kicking around in chat there.
He's dope. I like Imperative. We have to have a second conversation. Our first one was great.
Yeah, man. And he actually DJ'd for us
at
Hoop Fest this past weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a good cause, man. Shout out to all y'all for doing that.
Absolutely.
It was a really good turnout. There was there's lots of dope performers. Lots of it was cool to like rap while there's little kids playing basketball.
Word.
You know,
It was super fun
cool.
vibes.
Yeah. We were like commentating the game and stuff. Like it was
fun.
And I saw your performance at that clothing shop. You had your kids with you, it looked like.
Yeah, we had our kids with us this weekend too. It was really fun.
That's cool, bro. It's cool that the kids could get involved, you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
And
100%.
now you're just instilling hip hop into their brain.
Yeah,
100%.
Those
Yeah.
core memories.
You're on stage, you're like, listen to this.
Dad's got bars.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Yeah, there's nothing cooler than like seeing your kid like vibe out to your songs and like know the lyrics.
Just gonna ask that. Do your kids like your music?
Yeah, my son loves it. Yeah.
That's cool, man. That is cool. I mean, I haven't had any kids. So I'm like kind of lucky, I guess. But you know, like I got a little more free time than y'all.
I believe it.
You know, I'm 100 episodes deep, so you could probably tell I'm a little bit extra.
Yeah,
no,
congrats on that.
but you're out here, you're grinding for the culture, man, and we need more stuff like this because COVID killed a lot of stuff like this, and like it killed in-person radio, like sit downs for 3 years. So no, we need all the love back in the culture and people who put on just for the culture. So mad respect and congrats, man.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely.
But yeah.
That's for sure.
So, what do you you have the second mixtape coming out, right?
Yeah.
I'm from I love the mixtape era. I always call it mixtape, but I mean the album or LP, EP, whatever you guys.
Yeah. So it's 10. We release every time we release an album. It's always a 10-track album, about half an hour long.
Yeah.
We just like that format.
Yeah, well, as long as it's 30 minutes and under, it's considered an EP according to music sites.
True.
So that's cool. So it's an EP. Everybody, it's an EP, not a fucking mixtape.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so our first one's already out. It's been out since last year, and then the second one is all done. We went and recorded it with B1.
Nice.
Big hugs to him and love. And
mad shouts to B1 the architect.
Sure. So we finished that, and we've released 2 songs off of that, and the third one drops tomorrow. So we're doing it like a waterfall kind of, right? And just like every 2 weeks, we're gonna drop a track, and we're trying to like have visuals go with it.
Yeah.
But we're learning that's a lot of work, but it's fun, man. Like it's cool. We're really proud of this second album. Like I think sonically and like lyrically and just musically across the board, for me, it's the best stuff that I've ever written and been a part of, which is for me that's like huge because I've been doing it for a minute, and
so
I think I needed all that to get this and be here where I am and like do this second album, man. It's like,
so with the project, what are you trying to have the listeners take away from it?
I guess we try to give them as much as we can. We try and give them a lot of different looks, a lot of different vibes, and we feel like we got something for everyone.
It's relatable, you know what I mean? Like there's stuff on we want to be able to like make you feel good if you're feeling down, or if you're feeling down, like something that you can like just dive into or get distracted by, and just like oh man, that seems like it pertains to me. It's really like
it's relatable.
It's really personal, man. Like a lot of the stuff that we write about, it's like
that's like me. I read a lot of that shit.
Yeah,
comes from the heart, and that's what keeps it real, man.
I think that's why we went with Soul Vibe, just because like we were trying to think of like names, and I don't even really remember how it came to fruition, how like we landed on Soul Vibe, but it was just like we were thinking of things.
Why the word syndicate? Did you just want like a simple like abbreviation for it, or like?
Yeah, well, it does keep it in a nice abbreviation, like SVS, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, we want something that kind of felt like official as well as kind of chill, so it just kind of came together. I forget exactly how, but
word syndicate for some reason. It's just a cool word. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, it is. It is just a cool word.
I forget. Yeah, I think once again, I think the name was collaborative. Like he thought of something and I thought of something. You know what I mean? And it was just like
just kind of worked.
I remember the text going back and forth like this or this. Is like no, not that. No, not that. and then we kind of just like drove there and got to it, and it was like once we landed on it, it was like, okay, that's it. And then I remember that it was like SVS, yeah, that's it. That's gonna be perfect.
Speaking of like how people come up with names, do you know how Lionel Richie came up with the Commodores?
Commodores.
No.
Like the video game?
No, the Commodores was his group.
Yeah. Well, was it the video game system? Commodore 64?
Opened the dictionary and he pointed at a word without looking, and then it was Commodores.
No way.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry.
No way.
Little music fact, pop culture fact for you.
There you go.
Yo, you remember, I don't know if it's before your time or not, but you remember that pop-up video? Do you remember that music video show?
Yeah. I think so.
Where the little facts would pop up during the music video?
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was the best. Yeah. We got something in the works regarding that.
We're gonna do a little video like that.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Act it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the thing too. We have a lot of like when we do a lot of visual rap too. So when we write a song, like we have a lot of like visuals planned for the songs too. You know what I mean? So once we get some money stacked up and get that all sorted, we're gonna hit you all with some like really dope, cool videos.
So I know you guys already like performed and it's stuff, but you said you have a track dropping tomorrow. You want to play the track for us?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, for sure. It's called.
This one's called Planetary Shift, and this one's more like deep and lyrical.
Nice. That's my shit too. I like that shit.
Yeah, bro. Like we said, we like to make stuff that is relatable and that can help people too, because that's a lot of what hip hop's about, man. Just keeping people distracted in a positive way, right? Telling your story and telling your truth.
Facts. Definitely, bro.
Right.
But yeah,
just detail planetary shit.
so well, yeah, man. It's hard to be a duo. It's hard to be a group sometimes. So, like, it's you guys need, and you know what? You need to really know each other too, because, you got to be there for one another. You know, like
100%.
whether it's music or it's personal, like you got to hold one. If one's down, you got to put in like the extra 20%. Like
Absolutely, bro. You hit it exactly.
That's
Man.
what's cool too, because we didn't know each other before 3 years ago, and since we met and like
most people would already split like already like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like probably 75%,
Yeah, man.
maybe more.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
he almost left me at the curb, but I pulled my socks up. there was a time where
we went through some rough patches.
we did the first album, and then just both stuff like happened, personal things for both of us happened, and there was a time where SVS was going to be no more, but then I was like, okay, you know what, dude, like, take me back, and he did. That's what happened, basically, like on the real, like,
Ferragamo face that I miss him.
Yeah. I had some work to do, but anyways, yeah. So we made the second album, and like we became like really good friends too. Was the whole point of the story. We just became really good friends through this whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's dope.
Yeah. Proud of you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are doing anything.
This gummy bit needs to go up a little bit.
So yeah, we're gonna rock this track for you, man.
Yeah, my bad.
So this one's called Planetary Shift.
Ooh, this is like,
You hear it all right?
Yeah.
You wanna rap it? You wanna rap it for him?
Yeah.
Okay, get the track on.
Shit. Come together, make a plan and move on. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Keep the faith even when the hate's strong. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Publicly funded, hate in abundance. Society's keeping on living with love and no judgments. Judging citizens, allowing no justice, relying on justifying lies to get the comeuppance. Most people live this life wanna hate all day. Go out of the way to make your day all great. Focus on you and yours, you'll be A-OK. Happier than the jungle of Juan Fago Day. Life ain't always crazy, don't let it get you down. When things are getting to you, get up and get around. Get after what matters, get back to the crowd. Can't just spend your days with a head in the cloud. I've been contemplating, lack of cops incarcerated. Confiscated days, causes crazy calls for cars and maybe using these hands we dealt. These cards are crazy, pressure from the rich and politicians. Only war can save you. Come together, make a plan and move on. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Keep the faith even when the hate's strong. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Come together, make a plan and move on. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Keep the faith even when the hate's strong. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on.
My heart's been on my sleeve, man, it's hard to believe that I made it this far, been running on dreams. A rumble in the belly turned me into a fiend. It's just a product of environment, the irony stings. The siren sings in a tone unfamiliar, and the artist paints the picture only using his finger. Something hangs in the balance and reality lingers. A child cries out his
Team springing from the trigger.
but I've been thinking with your head above without the bringer of the love, no linger bitter. Here's a hug, it gets strong, I got your back the time. She gets done.
We pull our luck,
Learn from the past and
not clowning on lust.
It's all copacetic, using dope to cope pathetic. Panic setting, branded lessons. Turn the hope, the essence goes with these investments. A dose of reality, those close get it. Of the blessings of the universe, and now my soul's indebted.
Come together, make a plan and move on. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Keep the faith even when the hate's strong. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Come together, make a plan and move on. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on. Keep the faith even when the hate's strong. We all gotta take a stand on this planet that we're on.
That hook is catchy as hell.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
That's what's up.
like the
Yeah, he's the hook man.
Kate good on that.
Yeah, it kind of just worked out that Prime wanted to invest his time more into the beats and production side of it, and I wanted to focus a bit more on the writing side.
Yeah.
And it just kind of came together, man.
Yeah, no, it's definitely dope. People are gonna like it. The hook. I was just singing the hook while you guys were playing.
That's dope. That's good. That's what we want, man.
Yeah,
We're
man.
trying to get in your mind in a positive way, you know?
And see, the hook, like, I'm not saying it's simple, but it's simple, like, in the fact that, like, the words that are used in it,
You can
people
digest it, like, easily.
exactly. So, like, it's not like a very complex hook. But your verse sounded like you were doing your solo stuff a little bit because of, like, the way it was, like, I guess, tied together.
No, that's absolutely true, because that's more of my solo stuff. That's the same vein that it's in, right? Like I get really political and societal, and that's my bag, man. I love writing poetry and rap. That kind of helps.
Definitely
Helps the world.
Your beats and get this guy on it because I like political tracks too.
Let's go. Oh man, let's go. Whatever you need. Whatever you need, I'm down. I'm always down to help change the world in a positive way, bro.
You're a good guy, brother. Okay, so just the last question, because I don't know, it's a funny question, I think. But when it comes down to, like, when you have the beat made and shit and you're ready to make your record your verses, how do you decide who's going first?
I think it's usually like who has the first verse in the song, or who actually starts to rap first.
Yeah.
We'll just do that first, and we'll literally build the song like how it goes. We'll just go back and forth and kind of like go through it and just like knock it out.
If the beat's playing and someone just starts rapping, they end up being the first verse?
Yeah.
Like basically we'll like he'll come over and like we'll find a beat and then we'll like write a hook. And most of the time he has the hook started while I'm like fixing the beat, making it longer, doing that whole thing. And then like
unsure on how to like decide who to first because the other way is working.
Yeah, it's basically whoever starts writing first.
You just take each other's verses and hide them somewhere, and whoever finds their verse gets to go first.
Just trick each other into writing. Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
we want to do a couple. We want to write some stuff while we're live. Like when we go live, we want to like take suggestions and kind of like write a verse with the fans and like the people that joining in live sometimes. So yeah, we might like switch stuff up like that and let people vote on how they want it to go.
Yeah, we're gonna do a contest soon too.
All right, so guys, they're gonna probably cut us off soon, so I'm gonna get taken out. So I just want to thank y'all for coming in. It's Soul Vibe Syndicate.
Yeah, this was dope.
Brian.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys coming on. If you ever
Yeah,
want
much
to
love.
promote a new song or anything, just let me know when the album's coming out. Come on, whatever you want.
You got it, bro. Thank you so much for having us. This was absolutely dope.
Yes,
Talking
sir.
with you,
Thank
man.
you.
All right, and this was episode 102. I'm Hadley, and these are the guys, Soul Vibe Syndicate. Have a good night, guys.
Have a
Peace.
blessed night. Thanks for everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace.
Peace, bro.